Hi everybody, it's Susan with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' Show and Tell for you today, but being August 1st, I also have some announcements to make. This month, for my bundle to go, I'm going to be featuring the Rooted in Nature stamp set and dies, along with the coordinating paper, Nature's Poem. So if you purchased with me last month or simply stamped with me or played along in my challenges, you're going to be getting a card kit in the mail. I call this my card candy, and I'm going to be sending you some coordinating cardstock, DSP ribbon, and you create something fun and different out of these fun items, and then if you snap a photo and email it to me, you'll be entered to win into my card candy challenge. So that's pretty simple, right? And all you have to do is play to be entered. So if you didn't stamp with me, or if you didn't purchase from me last month but you want to play, just drop me an email. I'm happy to add some people in as long as you're willing to play every month, and you'll just get one every month if you do either of those things. So these are some of the fun kits coming in the mail that some of you will be getting from me. Okay, now you know that I'm playing along with the different challenges on the various blogs. Today we're going to be using this sketch, which was designed by Brian King. It's on the Case This Sketch blog. And let's go ahead and put the card together. So here is what I've thought out in my head. So to use his sketch, I'm going to use a soft suede base, and then I'm pairing it with powder pink. Okay, I'm using 2 pieces of Designer Series paper from that Nature's Poem DSP collection, and I have 2 strips that I had from there. Then I thought I would run that through the Big Shot once I put that all together on the Layered Leaves dynamic folder. Then I decided I needed to pop that up on a layer, so I'm going to do that, kind of make that pop. So let's go that far and then we'll continue, okay? So I'm going to have to bring my Big Shot on the table as well, so let me clear some space. So before we layer the layering leaves on the powder pink here, we need to attach these 2 pieces of DSP. So let me just add some snail. And I'll put one down here at the bottom, and I just have these cut down so they're about 1/8 of an inch shorter than my powder pink. So that gives me about a 1/16 of an inch framing around in that powder pink. Okay, so there's that. So that's going to go in my embossing folder, and I'm going to emboss the entire thing. Let me bring my Big Shot out. So this is kind of a fun technique. I haven't done it in a while, but I thought, why not? Right, we're doing the whole kind of tree theme with leaves theme, so I thought, let's put them together. So this is a thick folder, so you're only going to use one cutting plate on it. So I put that right on my Big Shot base. I put my lid down, and then I'm going to put my cutting plate on top, and I'm going to run that through. So not only is my cardstock going to be embossed, so is my DSP. Okay. I'm going to need that again in a minute, but I'm going to move it back off the table for now. Alright, so here was my first idea. Okay, so let me look at his sketch again so I show you where I get my idea. So he's got 2 different pieces of patterned papers, right, and then he's got this center band. Well, for my center band, I decided to use that powder pink and emboss it. So this whole piece now has this lovely leaf pattern on it. Okay, now from there, like I said before, we're going to mount that on a piece of Whisper White. Okay, again, it's just got about a 1/16 of an inch frame, and then we're going to pop that on our soft suede card. Let's go ahead and do that part. Now, depending on how thick you want your cards, you could put this layer up on dimensionals, but I'm going to put the dimensionals on the back of the white because I don't want it too thick. Alright, so about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. Okay, press that down so your adhesive really sticks. And then, let's see. Well, I just opened a package of dimensionals, but they're not on my table, so we'll use the mini dimensionals for now. it will get the job done. So I'm just going to put a dimensional in each corner. Now sometimes I put one in the middle for support and sometimes I don't. This time I think I will. So we peel off all these back pieces and then we'll put that on the front of our soft suede card. So I think I want the printed DSP on the top, so I'm going to do the more wood grain one at the bottom. And that just gets stepped in from the edge. So we have a nice bold edge. Okay, so now let's go back to the sketch. So from here, he has some sort of embellishment here on his idea. I chose to use this framelit to make a medallion. This is from the Eastern Beauty set with the matching medallion framelits that came out with these. Okay, so I have mine stored in my box. So I chose to use this one, and I've die cut that from another piece of powder pink. And now this one, I actually need to free it. So one way to free it is just to come along with your paper snips and just snip it off. Okay. So snip, 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 and I have a medallion. Now the reason I thought about the medallion was that we've been using a lot of doilies lately, but this is kind of like a stepped up doily, I guess. So that's going to be my embellishment here. Now from there, I decided I wanted to put words on there, and I thought since I used white here, I would use white here. And I'm going to use soft suede ink. And from our Rooted in Nature stamp set, right, I'm using the Be Strong, Be Happy, Be You stamp. And so I'm going to stamp that in soft suede. So I'm sticking with the whole color scheme here, and I'm going to put that right in the middle. Okay, nice and simple like. And then that's going to go right in the center of my medallion. So let me put that on with some snail. Center that on my medallion and get it going up and down. Alright, so pretty easy, right? Using different things, put my sketch together. Now, then I was thinking, well that's great, that's a nice easy sketch case. But then I thought, no, I want something else on my card. So I've decided I'm going to stamp and die cut one of the lovely trees from our set that we're using. So I'm going to use this tall pine. Okay, so I've stamped that in my soft suede as well. And so I'm going to bring my Big Shot back in and we're going to die cut this. So I'm just going to back this up, put this down. Let me get out the die cut from my set. Let's see which box it's in. It's in this box. I can feel because it's heavier. So I just pull that die out. That's ready set for that tree. And put that down. Now if you don't get the dies, you can certainly trim it out with your paper snips. It just takes you a little longer to do that. Now I'm going to put my very well used mat over the top, which kind of obscures our view, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to cut out that tree. Okay. And I'm going to add this to the front of my card as well. Okay, so get rid of the excess. So I have this to be kind of down here, and then I decided I wanted to add the tree. So now do I want to put the tree behind, or do I want to overlap it? These are the questions you have to decide on when you're making your final card. I think, well, let me show it to you both ways. You can decide. So I could do it like that, or I could have the tree overlap and become part of the active embellishment. I think I want it part of the active embellishment. So we're going to go ahead and put our medallion on. I am going to pop that up on dimensionals. And since I'm popping that up on dimensionals, let's see, this side's going to have the tree, so I'm going to put one over here. So look, I only put 3 dimensionals on my medallion, and that's because I know I want to put the tree on the pop-ups too. So I don't want this side to be too big, so I just didn't put them pop up on that side. So I'm going to put my medallion here. I'm kind of going to overlap the bottom piece of soft suede. So there's that. Now let me add some dimensionals to my tree. Three might be a little too many, but I'm okay with that. Did I get the back off all those? Yep, I did. Alright, so now I'm just going to put this kind of as an active, I'll put it right there. That's my active embellishment. Okay? Now, since this is a soft suede card, we kind of need to line it. So I have another piece of Whisper White here. And before I put it down, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. So again, from the Rooted in Nature stamp set, I have the Thinking of You expression. And I'm going to stamp that in the soft suede right here in the center. And I'm happy with that, so I just flip it over, add my adhesive, and put that down. Okay, don't run your fingers over your ink. You don't want to smudge it. So right around the edges, or you can flip it over and go this way, then you won't smudge it. So, there we go. So here is my cased project for the Case the Sketch Challenge this week. And I'll have all my details on my newsletter, my show and tell news next Tuesday. So the video and the PDF tutorial will be there, so you can subscribe to that below. And I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use Brian's sketch for my sketch challenge that runs for the whole month. So anyone can enter as long as you're subscribed to my newsletter, so you can again do that in the comments below. And you can create a card using his sketch. It doesn't have to be anything like mine. It can be anything you want. Remember, sketches can be this way, or you can turn it on its side. You can just keep turning it until you see a way you want to put something together. You can use anything in your stamp collection as far as my challenge goes. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up, doesn't have to be current. Use what you love. If you make a card, again, just click a photo, email it to me at susan@pumpkinhillstampers.com, and you're entered into my end of the month drawing. So have some fun. I'd really love to see what you guys are putting together in your own craft rooms. And that's it. So again, my card candy kits for the month are going to be featuring this DSP color arrangements. My bundle to go, which is free to anybody who purchases $75 this month. I will send you PDF tutorials and videos with 5 cards that are only distributed to those who shop with me. Or if you want to purchase the tutorials, you have that option as well. So I'll have that information in the link below. And if you want to get kits in the mail that you can make with your purchased products, you certainly can subscribe to that as well. So lots of information today. Subscribe to the newsletter. It's all there. Or if you have any questions, just email me. Happy to help. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the show and tell, and I'll see you all soon. Great. Have a great day and happy stamping. Bye-bye.